Ladies, gentlemen, the Vigilant Christian. This man has chosen to call himself the Vigilant Christian to relate to other Christians. He wants these true Christians to believe that, hey, this man is a Christian. Not only is he a Christian, he's trustworthy. I can feel comfortable. I can go to his channel and I can not have to worry about him being like everybody else. I'm here to tell you, he's like everybody else. He's no different. He's just as greedy as anybody else. The money rules him, because if it wasn't for the money, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing right now. And the things that he does decide to do, has it helped anyone? Has it changed anyone's life? Simply recording YouTube videos that he gets paid for? Now let's talk about the money. Attaching himself to Google AdSense and being a Christian at the same time. You claim to be against this and against that, but the very people whom send you the check every month are the same people that you claim to be against. This man isn't a Christian. He's using Christianity to make money off of, ladies and gentlemen. This is easily seen. All you have to do is pay attention to what they separate themselves from and what they won't separate themselves from. A Christian is a peculiar person. Their life shines for others to see. They are the example. If you indulge in everything that the world indulges in, then how are you separate from these people? How can we tell you apart, Vigilant Christian, from anyone else whom is not a Christian? I think you need to think about your purpose, your true motives, because they are being exposed now and they will be exposed more in the future. It's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come to a time that you will have to explain to the people why you did what you did all these years. Save face just as much as you can and do it now. Tell the people the truth, that it's not about them. It's never been about them. It's only been about the money since day one, and how you used their religion to capitalize off of. And you're still doing it now. You have over 500,000 subscribers. And you really think that you're going to make it to 1 million. I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing you right now, you won't make it to 1 million. Recently, he decided to create a video about Will Smith, and he was ranting about Will Smith and other celebrities concerning them taking over. Most of you that have been listening to me for a long time, you know I called this out a long time ago. I warned people that these celebrities were creating way too many channels, and it is a part of an agenda that will be fulfilled. In other words, these celebrities, they can reach millions of subscribers within a couple of days. These so-called vigilant Christians out here that's on YouTube, like A Call for an Uprising, UPTV, and the Vigilant Christian himself, and Lisa Haven, and a slew of others, will be moved out and won't be able to make the amounts of money that they are currently making right now. This is why they are worried, because they finally see what I have been trying to tell them for a long time, that these celebrities are taking over, okay? They will take up all of the Google AdSense money because they will have all of these subscribers. They are already entertainers, okay? As soon as they start coming to YouTube, these people will sign up, and they will, less and less, they will start paying attention to you and more attention to these celebrities. This is why you're trying to do the best that you can to head them off and keep them from paying any attention to these celebrities at all. Because if they pay attention to them, then they're not paying attention to you. So in other words, these people are afraid that they're going to lose a ton of money, in which you will. You can't stop that. It's already in the making now. That's a guarantee. Some of you are already experiencing loss of money. I tried to warn you a long time ago that this would happen. You can't depend on Google AdSense. And for those of you that have, it's the most idiotic thing that you have ever did in your life. This isn't a job. Has nothing to do with a regular job. It's not steady income. It's just an opportunity to make money on the side. But you so-called vigilant Christians, you shouldn't even be attaching yourself to Google AdSense in the first place. You claim to be against the very people that hand you the check every month. How does that work? You preach against them, but then you accept money from them at the same time? On the same videos, these ads are placed on your own material that people watch even before they can watch your material. And ironically, it's preaching against these same ads, the ad owners and the employees, because of what they stand for. Most of these people that are attached to AdSense, Google AdSense, the owners, employees, and the owners of these advertising companies are atheists. But you would accept money from them? Oh my God. You know, ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you paying attention to what I'm paying attention to? It's time to do something different. You gave them a lot of years and they gave you nothing back in return. I think it's time now to do something different. It's time to walk away now. There's nothing that they can do for you. You should have already figured this out a long time ago. There's absolutely nothing that they can do for you. But it's a whole lot that you can do for them. They want to make money. And you see, it's always about the money. At the beginning of every video is an ad that you have to watch. Unless they provide the skip function so that you can get straight to the content. But take note, it's the first thing that you see even before you get into their own material. So it's about money at the beginning, and then they talk about money during, and then they talk about money afterwards, and oh, please give to my Patreon, please give to this, and please give me some money via PayPal, and I'm trying to start a project up, and give me some money on my GoFundMe, and give me some money on my Indiegogo. Come on, man. Have you noticed everybody on YouTube is begging? Everybody. Almost every channel, the majority of channels that you come in contact with will be begging you for money. Come on, man. Where are the channels that's not making money, that just wants to help people besides mine? Very few. Very few. I can count them on one hand. And I shouldn't be able to do that. There should be so many that you can't count them. It's all about greed. It's all about the money. And I can't believe that they would use Christianity to make money off of it. It tells me one thing. They're not afraid of God. It also tells me another thing. Most of them don't even believe in God. They only pretend to because they know that you believe. And they have to relate to you somehow. So you come to their channels every day and then they talk about these so-called evil people that they claim to be against. But they are one of them. They would have to include themselves. You would be surprised what these people do behind closed doors. They tell you one thing and they show you one thing, but then when the video stops, it's a whole different story. Now, a lot of you, I know, you're going to run to this channel and try to take up for a vigilant Christian, but I want you to pay attention to three things. Number one, 500,000 subscribers. Imagine if you wanted to really have proof that this man isn't just about the money. And imagine you asking him to eliminate the money altogether. Stop monetizing, unmonetize the ones that's already monetized, and stop begging for money. But continue doing the same things that you always been doing for the people, as you say. Imagine his answer. And that's even if you got an answer at all. I'm pretty sure it would be something like this. No, I'm not willing to do that. No. There's nothing wrong with making money. Don't listen to these people tell you that AdSense is wrong concerning Christians and people that's trying to help people. Listen, if you really are sincere about what you're doing, money shouldn't have any part in this. Do you understand me, Vigilant Christian? You want people to look at you as an example, but you're doing any and everything that the non-believers are doing. So what separates you, man? What separates you from a non-believer? You're not going to walk away from that money. You're creating videos now upset that you might be losing money because of these celebrities moving in on your so-called territory. You even had the nerve to say that you was here first. And listen, man, they're not saying that you can't have a channel, okay? So what are you upset about? I'll tell you what you are upset about. The money. You know that you can have 4 or 5 channels and it's not going to be interrupted because of a celebrity creating one channel. You're afraid that these people will stop listening to you and then they'll be paying attention to these entertainers and you can't make any money anymore. If it's just about giving information out, then what are you worried about? You expose yourself, man. You have exposed yourself. What are you worried about, Vigilant Christian? Ranting and raving about these celebrities coming to YouTube. What are you so worried about? I don't see anything saying because these celebrities decide to create channels on YouTube that it will affect your own channel. The only way that it would ever affect any of your channels would be because you're monetizing and you would make less money because they would be pulling more people in their direction than in your direction. So is this really why you are upset? Is it? I really think it is. But you couldn't come out and say it because, you know, then the jig would be up, right? Then people would know that it's not about them, it's about the money. So you had to carefully choose your words. You are a fraud, a crook, a dishonest, 2-bit hustler that's using Christianity to capitalize off of. But I'm telling you, you're on dangerous ground. I don't even think you believe in God. You only say that you do to relate to the people. Because if you did believe in God, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. You wouldn't be using God to make money off of. You would be terribly afraid that something would happen. So you don't believe. But I'm warning you. You have sown some bad seeds, and they are coming up, and they will choke you. Whether you believe it or not, I can guarantee it. You've been lying to these people all along since day one. If it's not about the money, then unmonetize all your videos, man. Shut me up by unmonetizing every last video. And don't monetize any new ones and stop begging for money. Prove me wrong. This is how you prove me wrong. This is the only way that you can prove me wrong. Because any other way, you can create 100 different videos talking about, well, it's nothing wrong with AdSense and there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. It's everything wrong with it because you are supposed to be a different creature under Christianity. Huh? If you're different, then you're not like the unbelievers. You're not like the world, man. The world loves money. You shouldn't love money that much. We all need money to live off of. This is why you work a regular job. This isn't a job. It's a money-making opportunity that I wish had never been in existence. Because constantly people like you come up with something to fool the people into paying any attention to them at all. Come into their channel. This is how they make money, ladies and gentlemen. They need the people to view their content constantly every day, every video, in order to make money off this thing called Google AdSense. Without the people showing up to view this content, they couldn't make a damn dime, and they know it. This is why he's worried about these celebrities moving in on his territory, his so-called territory. It wasn't his from the start. It's something that belongs to YouTube. This platform belongs to YouTube. So he's worried about them coming in and taking all the people in another direction, and his money would start to drop. And he's not willing to have that happen, but it's nothing that he can do about it. It's already in the process. I warned people about these celebrities years ago, and I told you, and I told you, and I told you that they were coming. When I first noticed Will Smith making tons of videos on YouTube, I knew right then that that was the beginning of other celebrities to follow suit. And just as I've said so many times, they can create a channel today and have 1 million subscribers tomorrow. It doesn't take them long. And that would take the attention off of these frauds, these hustlers. They're worried. Now they hate YouTube. You hate a platform that you use every day. You hate a platform that also sends you a check every month. Ladies and gentlemen, it's too obvious. It's way too obvious for you to have not noticed that these things were happening. I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. The truth needs to be told no matter what. It's everyone's obligation to tell the truth if you know it. You have to be diligent out here. You can't let people like the Vigilant Christian take you fast. I can guarantee you, he wouldn't listen to you. Approaching him, asking him to prove once and for all if it's about the people or the money. I can tell you something right now. He wouldn't be willing to walk away from that money. He'll give all kinds of excuses. Oh, well, you know, it's just a little pocket change, and well, you know, I have a job and I just use this money so I can continue bringing people content. Listen, YouTube's platform is free. I don't understand where the cost is coming from other than the Wi-Fi connection. Do you want people to pay for your Wi-Fi bill, your fucking cable bill, or whatever else that's attached to your Wi-Fi? Do you really want people to pay for your personal bills? What are you giving them in return? What are you really giving them? Information? Or is it just your opinion? Something that stinks, by the way. You're not even telling real truth.